And the first investigation I did after I quit my job was this investigation that had puzzled me for so long, which was, why do I feel so much better when I go to other countries and eat their food? And so I started to compare the labels of products in America to the same exact products that these food companies are selling in other countries. And the differences were stunning. I was horrified. I was so upset. I was just so mad seeing this in black and white. And I remember one of the first products I saw, and it's no longer this way because of that blog post, was Quaker oatmeal strawberries and cream. Back then, it was artificially dyed apple bits with red number 40 made from petroleum and crude oil to make a strawberries and cream Quaker oat here in the United States. But in Europe, they were using real strawberries. And it was maddening. And so I decided to do something about it. I decided to take one of the most iconic products, Kraft macaroni and cheese, and petition them to remove Yellow 5 and Yellow 6 from here in the United States, because they had already reformulated their product for so many other countries with paprika and beta carotene, because they wanted to avoid a warning label that European regulations took place in 2010. So this is 15 years ago. They said, if you're going to have artificial food dyes, you're going to warn parents about the risks. And you need to put a cigarette type warning label on your product. It's going to say may cause adverse effects on activity and attention children. And the food companies were terrified of this label. They want to do whatever they could to avoid this label. So everybody reformulated. I'm talking PepsiCo and General Mills and Kellogg's, the whole gamut. And so when you go and you look for an artificial food dye in Europe, it's very hard to find it. But here in the United States, these companies said, you know what, because our regulations allow it, we're going to continue to use it, even though we know it's poisoning children. And I felt like this hypocritical double standard was extremely unethical, and I wanted to do something about it. And so I started a petition. It gathered quick steam. I mean, 200,000 signatures within a week. It was wildfire. And ended up going on Dr. Oz show when it was a thing back then, and CNN and others. And went to Kraft headquarters. It was like me and a couple people. It wasn't very many people, but I delivered those petitions to their headquarters. They invited me in. They sat down with me. They told me we have to agree to disagree. Well, that angered me. I didn't give up. And we eventually changed market share so much to their competitor, Annie's, that didn't have these dyes, that General Mills ends up buying Annie's for $800 million just that summer, right? And by the end of that year, Kraft is announcing that they're removing these dyes.
Hey, want to be part of the two-way community all the time? Hit the subscribe button. Great video clips like this, plus conversations like no other, full episodes and more, always available on this channel. You got to hit subscribe to never miss a thing.